name is Dave Bellon. I am a business leader. I live in St. Louis, Missouri. I'm also a colonel in the Marine Corps Reserve. My calling was to be a coach teacher, specifically in the reserves and going back to Iraq and Afghanistan, but also in my civilian life, so that I could lend some context and guidance to the younger folks who I work with every day. I give presentations based off of 10 years of combat deployment starting after post 9/11. What I realized after coming home from Fallujah was that I had to find a way to make all of these experiences a constructive part of my life. And what I use is all my leadership lessons learned that I took on board in those 10 years and how I now apply it in my job as a civilian business leader. It's how we live day to day, hour to hour, minute to minute to execute, to fulfill what we believe, what our common goals and aspirations are, how we make it come true. That is our culture. If you're part of an organization, whether it's 4 people or 4,000, and your culture is not right, you can succeed temporarily. You can surge all of your effort, you can get everybody focused for a short period of time, and you can succeed. But the second you take your foot off the gas, your culture is going to push you back to where it wants to go. The best organizations were the ones who sought information and evolved from the top down, which is traditional, right? From the side and from the bottom. The key part of my presentation revolves around a story about a little girl that we found in Iraq on my 3rd tour and who we got back to the United States for life-saving surgery. And to me, it really defines an organization that had the right culture, that was able to solve problems on the fly, marshal extended resources, and accomplish something that most people thought couldn't be done. I'm looking for a way to listen and carefully study their problem set. Listen first, listen. Hear what they're struggling with, and then apply my life's experience, my training, to make a constructive improvement. Somebody who looks hard into a difficult to define problem, an evolving problem. It's so complex you can't even hardly define it. They're looking deep into that, and they're looking for the levers that they can pull to change their environment. Not to endure it, but to change it. And that's what a critical thinker is. Key leader buy-in is the vital element to make this all work. And that means that as you're developing this, you gotta listen. It's not all your idea, it's not my idea. What I found was the best ideas came from everybody else on my team, and I just was the guy taking notes a lot of times. So how do you manage a life of leadership and passion without driving yourself to an early grave? You gotta know who you are and what you can be best in the world at, and you gotta build the right leadership culture inside your organization. Part of the reason that I really love doing this is that people respond so well to the message, which is a positive message, and it's a proven message under very difficult circumstances.
We just heard David Bellon, and his message is very clear and it resonates with NISC. The message of doing the right thing always through a strong culture, being able to handle whatever problem comes up through that culture.
But when you have an opportunity to hear someone like David speak, and you hear about the extreme circumstances where he has applied leadership and values and been successful, then you're inspired.
And just the example and the integrity that David has delivered in a very substantive way, not only to the employees of NISC, but today here at this member conference in St. Louis, to all of the customers. They are here today and they left inspired.
I thought his presentation was really good. It was very real, very inspiring.